All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers' page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. So today we're going to go back into the second book of Samuel, chapter 11, David and Bathsheba. Should be an interesting chapter. On a side note, I'm doing well. Allowed myself to have some drinks and vent a bit last night, and boy, was it needed. I have definitely been holding in a lot of anger toward certain people, and I think I've been misprojecting that anger. I reached that conclusion last night. Going forward, when it comes to some of my other projects, I'm going to start conducting my projects more like TV shows or radio shows, opposed to live streams with the interactive chat. Because when I really think about the interactive chat and the fact that people are able to interact anonymously, I don't think it's a good thing. In fact, I think it's a very demonic thing. So I'm not going to take part in that anymore when it comes to the interactive chat. What I will probably do is make it to where if people want to video conference in, they can. I might do a call-in number, but I don't like the anonymous live stream chats anymore. I think a lot of people are going to end up taking my route. All right, let's go ahead and get started on reading this. David and Bathsheba. In the spring of the year, the time when the kings go out to battle, David sent out Joab and his officers, all of Israel with him. They brought to ruin the Ammonites and besieged Rabbah, but David remained in Jerusalem. One evening, when David arose from his bed and was walking on the roof of the king's house, from the roof he saw a woman bathing, and the woman was very beautiful. So David sent someone to inquire about the woman, and it was asked, "Is this not Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite?" So David sent messengers and took her, and she came to him, and he lay with her. When she had purified herself from her uncleanness, she returned to her house. The woman conceived, so she sent a message and reported to David, "I am pregnant." Then David sent an order to Joab, "Send Uriah the Hittite to me." So Joab sent Uriah to David. When Uriah came to him, David asked about the welfare of Joab, the people, and the fighting. Then David said to Uriah, "Go down to your house, wash your feet." So Uriah left the house of the king, and a gift from the king followed him. But Uriah slept at the entrance of the house of the king with all the servants of his lord. He did not go down to his house. When they reported to David, saying, "Uriah did not go down to his house," David said to Uriah, "Have you not come from a journey? Why did you not go down to your house?" Uriah responded to David, "The ark, Israel and Judah dwell in makeshift shelters. My lord Joab and the officers of my lord are camping in the open field. But I may enter my house to eat, to drink, and to sleep with my wife? As you live in your soul, as your soul lives, I will not do this thing." So David said to Uriah, "Remain here another day. I will send you back tomorrow." Uriah remained in Jerusalem that day and the following day. Now David invited him to eat in his presence, and he drank until Uriah got drunk. In the evening he went to lie down in his lodging with the servants of his lord, but he did not go down to his house. That morning David wrote a message to Joab and sent it by way of Uriah. He wrote in the message, "Send Uriah to the front of the line where the fighting is heaviest, then withdraw from him, so that he may be struck down and die." Ooh! So as Joab was besieging the city, he stationed Uriah in a place where he knew fierce men were. When the men of the city came out, they fought with Joab, and some people among those who served David fell. Uriah the Hittite died among them. Joab sent word to inform David of all the events of the battle. He instructed the messenger, "When you finish telling the king all the details of the battle, if his anger arises and he says to you, 'Why did you approach so near to the city? Did you not know that they might shoot from the city wall? Who killed Abimelech, the son of Jerub-Besheth? Did not a woman throw an upper millstone on him from the city wall so that he died at Thebes? Why did you approach so near to the city wall?' You shall then say, 'Additionally, your servant Uriah the Hittite is dead.'" So the messenger departed and came to report to David everything that Joab had sent with him. The messenger reported to David, "The men prevail over us when they came out against us in the field, but we drove them back to the entrance of the gate. Then the archers shot at your servants from upon the city wall, and some of those who serve the king are dead. Even your servant Uriah the Hittite has died." So David replied to the messenger, "Thus you shall report to Joab, 'Do not allow this thing to dismay you, for the sword devours one as well as another. Sustain your attack against the city and bring it to ruin.'" Encourage him with this reply. When the wife of Uriah heard that her husband was dead, she mourned for her husband. When the time of the mourning was concluded, David sent for her and brought her to his house. She became his wife and bore him a son. But the thing that David had done was displeasing to the Lord. Okay, so God's upset with David at this point. I'm surprised actually God didn't get upset with David a little bit earlier when it came to the level of womanizing that he engages in. I know it wasn't defined as womanizing at that time, but it was, definitely. All right, so tomorrow we're going to go into chapter 12. Nathan rebukes David. It also covers the birth of Solomon. Oh, interesting. Okay. We might get into this later tonight. I'm really thinking about doing a Bible reading in the morning and a Bible reading in the evening because I want to move forward through the Old Testament a little bit faster, and that would be the way to do so. I have a lot on my mind right now when it comes to certain projects that I've been working on over the past couple of years. I do have a lot on my mind, which is surprising because usually when I have a night of drinks, the next day I don't have anything on my mind. But today's different. Today is very different. So, I think what I'm going to do is an audio only recap because there's something I want to take a listen to that I feel like doing a stream about. But I'm just going to shift a few things around. All right, take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.